Alrighty, so we are on Gon's account today, and if you don't know what that means, it basically means that we are on one of the best accounts on Global. We have 16.4 million box CC, which is insane, and we are going to be messing around with the old school green Eren today. We're going to go with a giant team because if you don't know what his passive or his new Holy Relic does, it gives him 2 ultimate move gauge orbs. So, we're just basically going to try and ult rush and turn into a giant if possible, and then after that, we should be getting a lot of extra, passives and stuff like that from the rest of the team because we're a giant. Well, I mean, we have Matrona in the back. It might be better to just throw the green Merlin in the back if possible, but we do have him 6'6" and everything, which is pretty cool, I guess. If you don't know, in his human form, I mean, he gets an ultimate move gauge card, and then his other card is a disable ultimate moves card, which is not great. Once he transforms, he actually has Amplify, which is pretty good because he does put a bunch of blue buffs on himself when he transforms, and then the other skill is a deplete ultimate move gauge at level 2, so nothing crazy, and then his ult actually has no effect, which is really bizarre that they wouldn't just go ahead and change that, but either way. Wait, did they change his ultimate? The hero is immune to ultimate move disabled and level 4 blackout effects. Oh, so they just added this to it, so you actually can't get locked down by Demon King, which I think is actually really funny. I didn't even know they added that, but either way, if this doesn't work, we may end up throwing Merlin in the back, so that way we can try that out, but yeah, either way, let's hop in. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, alrighty, so we have an LV team first thing, which is probably going to be a little interesting. Ooh, that's like perfect hand turn 1, honestly. So let's go for this. Try to get some decent damage out on the Deanne. The biggest problem I see with this is that Deanne, if she puts her stance up, I don't have an infect on this team, so probably going to be a really bad time getting through that, I'll be honest. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the skill that becomes Amplify. So we do pull an extra one of those, which is good. We'll be able to transform, and then we'll get the, Matrona passive out of the back. And then we already have a stance up, so we'll see how that goes. Realistically, I don't know how well this is going to go, but we are in Challenger already for the week. He plays a lot of top 100, so we're pretty much like locked in from the get-go. But not much we can do about that. It's fine, and we're going to fight more bots, but it is what it is. So we're transforming here. I like this new outfit, by the way. It's actually pretty cool. 102. We disable Eren here, and we crit on the Lost Vein, which is even worse. We pull an extra set of Amplify cards and a stance, which is kind of nice. He might actually have a hard time getting through our Deanne here. We do have Scotty on the team, which is actually really nice because the more debuffs that Bon is applying to us, the better. But it's not going to save us against this. I tell you that right now. Yeah, pretty bad scenario here. I think what we do is throw this one out and then move this for our ultimate. Realistically, probably not going to survive the ultimate if I had to guess. We can, if we somehow do with the damage reduction that we have, which the Giants are pretty tanky, I'll give it to them, but realistically, probably not great. If this is another stance, which it is, we're probably screwed here. Ultimate coming out, and okay, kills Deanne. Eren's still alive. Okay, Eren's not going to still be alive, actually. Oh, I'm really surprised that that actually, we lived that. Damn, if we could have got a level 3, that would have been so good. I mean, we have some pretty good buffs. Actually, Matrona's buff contributing a little bit there, which is actually really nice. We're just going to full send, hope that we can do some decent damage to the Deanne here. We're type disadvantaged too. 181 into a 121. I mean, it's just kind of embarrassing, really. Like, what? At this point, like, I understand they've sort of abandoned the traditional transforming unit at this point. Like, once Eren got it and they had already done Camilla, it was basically done for. Like, they just gave up. But I'll be honest, they should have completely reworked this character. He is not going to work in 99% of circumstances. Like, it's actually kind of embarrassing. Yikes. Okay, well, we'll see if we can find some different teams. Maybe he'll do better against the Demon King. I don't know. Alrighty, actually a Demon team, but without Demon King, so that's very interesting. We do not pull an extra Eren card this time, so we're not going to be able to ult rush. Let's go ahead and maybe waste this card, because that's not even really the good card anyway. So yeah, we'll waste this just in case he's got evasion food on, and then we'll just kind of set up for next turn. So okay, I mean, I guess I mean it's something. I don't know if it would be better. Maybe we could try and put together a team for him as a human. That's probably going to be just as bad if I had to guess, because I mean his skill cards are just not good. You know what I mean? So like they both of them do nothing on level 1, which is just so bad, like so bad. So that's it's probably not even worth trying that, to be honest with you. We still didn't get any we didn't pull any extra Eren cards here actually, which is not good. We're gonna go ahead and move this so we can transform, and then we'll do this for a little bit of card space, but True Magic here is probably gonna ruin us if I had to guess. We do not pull any Eren cards, so this transformation is useless. The fact that this doesn't do anything other than just like stat boosting and stuff, like it doesn't do any damage, is really bad. I can only assume that's why they were like, hey, you know, new Eren, not transforming anymore. Like, we're not doing that. It's over. Which is completely understandable, because this is just not it. And even then, like his Holy Relic giving him 2 ultimate move gauge and nothing else, like they didn't do anything else with him, is just so bizarre. Like, why are they so adamant on letting these characters die? Like, I don't know how much testing they did. I can only assume that they thought that the meta was going to be like a pure 50-50 with like tier teams and, God, 72. That's a type advantage. I don't know if they thought it was just going to be a 50-50 where it was going to be like, you know, Demon Kings, tier teams, and then the AoT units were gonna bust onto the scene and destroy the tier teams, but it did not work out that way. That is not how it played out in the slightest. And so now we're kind of stuck with these, you know, pretty mid to mediocre new units, and then they just really didn't do much of anything with the old units, so we're also stuck. Very unfortunate that we didn't get a full level 3 here. Would have loved to have seen that. I mean, we'll go type advantage on the Estarossa just to see, but bro, it's so bad. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's not like we could even use Droll or anything either, because if it's going to be the same problem with that I ran into with new Eren, where it would be like 1 out of every couple of matches you'll actually get to use Droll. Because Demon King isn't on the field, but like his you know, commandment getting sealed absolutely ruins that. So we can't apply more buffs for the Amplify to work. It's just, it's a yikes, man. Okay, we got another Lost Fame team, which is probably one of the worst teams that we can fight. I mean, Demon King, I assume, is going to be just as bad, because the problem is like you're running Eren, but he's not doing any real damage. So you're like, if we fought Demon King, we're not going to be able to stop him from popping stats in 2 turns, because Diane needs you to attack her so that way you can gain stacks for you to deal more damage. He's got a damage cap, so Diane's not going to be able to make it all up on her own. Scotty needs a bunch of debuffs to be able to start, you know, really working, which is going to take a couple of turns. And even then on the Demon King team, there's not going to be like an excess of you know, buffs or debuffs that you're going to get on Scotty. Like, this is best case scenario realistically for this, because, you know, you'll be able to actually get some decent use out of Scotty's passive here, but hoo-wee, it's not what I would call good. So let's go for this. I don't even think his ultimate cleanses, if I'm not mistaken, so we basically have to just move this because if we disable ourselves, you know, it's just going to be even worse because we're not even going to be able to use the amplify effect once we transform. So undergoes a Titan transformation for 5 turns, increasing attack-related, defense-related, and HP-related stats by 50%, then decreasing attack-related stats of all enemies by 30% for 1 turn. So, man, it's just not good. It really isn't. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I hate to bash on a character this much. I really do. I think that most characters in the game have some sort of use case, but when it comes to a unit like this, man, like they dropped the ball by not doing much with him. Like they really gave him like a pretty mediocre kit to begin with, and then just didn't fix him, which this is like the only opportunity they have to fix him. So he's just going to be pretty much a dead unit forever, which is just so bad. Like so unfortunate to see. Like if I owned the Attack on Titan IP and I was like, yeah, you guys can do a collaboration with our IP. Like I love your game. Like that's so cool. I'd love to see Eren in your game. And then I pulled my own character and he does this. I'd be embarrassed. I'd be upset. I'd be like, oh brother. Anyway, we just cannot get through the DN here, which is very unfortunate. So I guess it is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to have type advantage on anybody with this team, unfortunately, because he has 2 red units and a light unit. So light units obviously don't have a type advantage or disadvantage or anything. I mean, he can't get through my DN either, so we're really stalemated here. I don't know what to say, man. We at least were able to use his AoE deep or ult gauge removal card last turn, which was kind of nice. But Bon is now done stalling, and he's probably going to be able to absolutely wreck us here, like because we don't have a way to take it off. Can I get through the DN? Decent damage. I've got some good stacks on this level 2. It's a pulverized card. I've got full ultimate move gauge. Wham! Not quite enough. Dude, it's just shoo-wee. I mean, I'm on what, turn 2? It'll be turn 3 whenever it takes back over to my turn. The fact that he transforms for 5 turns is pretty interesting, but what good is him being in his transformed like mode if he's just gonna not do anything, you know? Like, I don't know, it's just really bizarre. I also wish like transforming units would tell you which card does what whenever they transform, because like before you transform, like this is the ultimate move gauge increase card. But unless you're just really familiar with the unit, you wouldn't really know that by using them. So we're gonna use this. Oh, I've actually gotta remove the ultimate move gauge here, so we use this, and then we can actually get Eren's ultimate here. I don't think he'll, I don't know, I'm not positive. I don't think he'll be able to kill Deanne and Eren together in one turn. 122. So we'll see what the ultimate does here. It's just damage, nothing else on it. It's just pure damage, because if you don't know, he's a mix between green Escanor and red Escanor, which is kind of cool, but he doesn't need those. He needs something entirely unique to himself. Like the ultimate move gauge increase card, it works, but I just don't know, man. We'll do it like this. I assume this is not going to kill. It'll probably do some okay damage at best. Just about as much as the we patience that. That's fantastic. It did about as much as the amplify card does. So there's not really any reason for me to keep using the unit. You basically see what's going on here. Like even if I were to use Merlin in the back, it would be even worse, because I would be able to transform, yes, but I would get less stats because Matrona's not on the field, which means that he's going to do even worse damage. So it's just it's a huge yikes. It's a why? Why did you do this to this unit kind of thing? Like I don't know. If you do you have any comments about this character, feel free to ask, I guess. I don't know what else I don't know what I can tell you really about him, but I don't know. That's basically all I have. Obviously, we've lost this game. Even with him being disabled, it should still kill the DN here, yeah. So, oh man, this is even more disappointing than the new units are, just because like at least the new units are new. Like, this unit should have gotten something, anything, really. 2 ultimate move gauge and a couple of stat increases is kind of a slap in the face. But either way, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, I guess. I don't really know what you enjoyed about this, but I just wanted to showcase them anyway. I figure maybe, you know, a 16 million box CC account could have done something with them, but realistically, like I said, a human team isn't going to work with this character because, I mean, his whole point is to transform and then do damage, and then he's going to lose his, you know, stat increases or anything like that from the human team that he's using. So there's just nothing you can do with him. He's just bad. So either way, thanks for watching. Subscribe. Goodbye.